Hey everyone, welcome back to Cool English Talk, where we explore real-life conversations to help you speak English with confidence. I'm Sue.
And I'm Alan. Today's episode is one of our favorite topics, food. More specifically, we're talking about dining out, restaurant culture, and some of our most memorable food experiences.
We'll also give you useful expressions and vocabulary related to ordering, recommending, and describing food. So whether you're traveling or just trying a new restaurant in your neighborhood, you'll be ready.
Sounds delicious already. So Sue, let me ask you, do you enjoy eating out? Or are you more of a home-cooked meal person?
Ooh, tough question. I do love cooking at home, but honestly, nothing beats a great restaurant experience. The atmosphere, the service, the food, it all just feels like a treat.
I totally agree. And I love trying different cuisines. Thai, Indian, Italian, you name it. Actually, last weekend I went to this small Korean restaurant, and it was amazing. The bibimbap was so flavorful.
Nice. Was it spicy?
Just the right amount. And the staff were so friendly. They even explained how to mix the dish properly. That's something I love about eating out. You don't just eat. You learn about the culture too.
Yes, and speaking of culture, did you notice that restaurant customs can really vary from country to country?
Oh yeah, in the US, tipping is a big deal, usually around 15 to 20%. But when I visited Japan, it was completely different. Tipping isn't expected there, and it can even be considered rude.
Exactly, and in France, people tend to dine for hours. Meals are slow and social. Whereas in the UK or the US, it's sometimes quicker, more focused on convenience.
True. I remember once in Spain, dinner didn't even start until 9 p.m. I was starving by then.
You need to snack before dinner in Spain, definitely. So let's talk about ordering food. What kind of language should our listeners know?
Great idea. Let's start with some common phrases. Can I see the menu, please? What do you recommend? I'll have the steak medium rare. Could I get that without onions?
And for drinks, I'll have a glass of red wine. Just water for me, thanks. Do you have any non-alcoholic options?
One thing that's important too is knowing how to compliment the food. If you really enjoyed your meal, you could say, "That was absolutely delicious. Everything was cooked perfectly. Please send my compliments to the chef."
Love that. And when it comes to the bill, don't forget these expressions. Could we get the check, please? Do you take credit cards? Is service included?
You know, one of the best dining experiences I had was in Italy. We were in this little family-owned restaurant, and there was no menu. The owner just told us what he was cooking that night.
That sounds incredible. So rustic and personal.
Exactly. We had fresh pasta, homemade bread, and wine made right on the property. It felt more like visiting someone's home than going to a restaurant.
That's the magic of food. It brings people together. Even if you don't speak the same language, sharing a meal creates connection.
So true. Before we wrap up, do you have a favorite dish when eating out?
Ooh, hard to choose. But I'd say a perfectly grilled piece of salmon with lemon butter sauce. Simple, fresh, and delicious.
For me, Thai green curry. The balance of spicy, sweet, and creamy. It's just perfection.
Now I'm hungry. Okay, listeners, before we go, here's a quick recap of some useful restaurant expressions we use today. Ready?
Let's go.
Can I see the menu, please? I'll have... What do you recommend? Could I get that without... Could we get the check? That was delicious. Feel free to rewind and practice these expressions. And next time you eat out, try using them with confidence.
Thanks for tuning in to Cool English Talk. Be sure to subscribe. And if you liked this episode, leave us a review. It really helps us out.
Until next time, happy dining and happy learning. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Cool English Talk, where we bring you real English conversations for real life. I'm Sue.
And I'm Alan. And today, we're diving into something delicious, street food. You know, those amazing meals you can find on the street. From little stalls or food trucks.
I can already smell the grilled meat and spices. Honestly, Street food is one of the best ways to taste local culture when you travel.
Absolutely. It's affordable, it's quick, and it's often more authentic than fancy restaurants.
Totally agree. So, Alan, do you remember your first street food experience?
Oh, yes. I was in Bangkok, Thailand, and I tried pad thai from a small vendor with a huge wok. It cost like $1, and it was one of the best meals I've ever had.
Thailand has some of the best street food in the world. Spicy, flavorful, and always made fresh. When I was there, I tried mango sticky rice from a night market. So simple but so good.
Let's give our listeners some helpful phrases for ordering street food.
Good idea, try these. What's in this dish? Is it spicy? Can I get one to go? How much is it? I'll take one of those, please.
And here are a few tips. Watch where the locals go. If the stall is busy, that's a good sign. Look for food that's cooked in front of you. It's usually safer and fresher. Don't be afraid to try new things, but trust your instincts.
Exactly. And remember, you don't have to speak perfect English to order food. Just point, smile, and say, "I'll take one, please." Body language goes a long way.
One of my favorite things about street food is the variety. One stall might serve noodles, another has grilled skewers, another has fresh juice.
And don't forget dessert. Street food desserts are amazing. Churros in Mexico, crepes in France, coconut pancakes in Vietnam.
I'm getting hungry again. But before we go, let's review some new vocabulary. Stall, a small open-fronted shop or stand. Skewer, a stick used to hold pieces of food together while cooking.
To go, to take food away, not eat at the place. Fresh, newly made or picked, not processed or preserved. Vendor, a person selling something, especially in a market or street.
That's it for today's episode of Cool English Talk on Street Food. We hope you feel ready to enjoy street food in English.
And remember, food is a universal language. So eat well, stay curious, and keep practicing your English.
Thanks for listening. See you next time.
Welcome back to Everyday English Talk, where we help you learn English through real-world conversations. I'm Sue.
And I'm Mark. Today's topic is something elegant and a little more formal, fine dining. That's right, we're heading into white tablecloth territory.
Exactly. If you've ever been nervous about ordering at a fancy restaurant or confused by the menu, don't worry, we've got you covered.
Picture this. You've made a reservation at a high-end restaurant for a special occasion. The atmosphere is quiet, the lighting is soft, and the menu has items you've never heard of.
Maybe there's a sommelier, a 5-course menu, or even a tasting menu. So how do you order with confidence?
Let's act out a short dialogue to show how this might sound. Waiter, good evening and welcome. May I offer you something to drink while you browse the menu?
Customer, yes, I'll start with a glass of Sauvignon Blanc, please. And could we have some still water for the table?
Waiter, of course. Would you like a moment to look over the specials?
Customer, yes, thank you. Could you tell us more about the chef's tasting menu?
Waiter, certainly. It's a 5-course experience featuring seasonal ingredients. Tonight's menu includes seared scallops, wild mushroom risotto, and a slow-roasted duck breast.
That sounds lovely. We'll go with the tasting menu, and could I request the vegetarian option for the main course?
Waiter,
Of course.
I'll let the kitchen know. Any allergies or dietary restrictions we should be aware of?
No, we're all good. Thank you. Let's break down some useful expressions from that conversation. May I offer you something to drink? A formal way of offering. Still water, non-carbonated water. Tasting menu, a set meal with small portions of several dishes. Dietary restrictions. Food you can't or don't eat for health or religious reasons.
Here are a few more. Sommelier, the wine expert who helps you choose a wine pairing. Course, part of a multi-dish meal, like appetizer, main, or dessert. Seared, cooked quickly at high heat for a caramelized surface. Compliments to the chef, a polite way to show appreciation for the food.
Fine dining also includes some unspoken rules. For example, napkins go on your lap. Don't speak with your mouth full. Wait for everyone to be served before eating. Use the correct utensils. Start from the outside in.
And when the meal ends, it's common to leave a tip, usually
15-20%.
in countries like the US. In other countries, the service charge may already be included.
And one more thing, don't be afraid to ask questions. If you don't know what something on the menu is, just ask. Could you explain what this dish includes? How is this prepared? Is this served with a side?
So, next time you're in a formal restaurant, you'll know how to handle yourself with class and good English.
Fine dining is not just about food. It's about experience, atmosphere, and connection. And using the right language helps you enjoy it even more.
Thanks for joining us today on Cool English Talk. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your fellow English learners.
Bon appetit, and we'll see you in the next episode.